this review, should you choose to accept to watch it, you better. Just cut to the nostalgia, nostalgia, reviews, unboxings, and food, and 80s, 90s, yeah. Anyway, yes, it was pretty good. As again, I already have a lot of stuff already pre-planned, but for this segment right after it, intense, emotional roller coaster, good stuff with characters. I mean, it was like character story driven, all this new ones, old. Very nice. Tom Cruise kills it, as always. All the crazy crap they put in there. And it seemed like everyone was kind of like, and ooh, and oh no, and stuff. A lot of ups and downs. Interesting story. I like where this entity is going. So, I don't know. A lot of twists and turns. I don't know what they can do with part 2. Part 1 was like, what the hell? And it's like almost 3 hours. Holy crap. So, yeah. I'll add more to it, voiceover, but for now, yeah, dude. And of course, like I said, we'll get my buddy's thoughts into it right here.
Oh, I thought it was an awesome movie. I think it's, if you like action, suspense, it's a great movie. And you don't even have to watch the ones before this. Where you can just watch it by itself, or you can watch the ones before it. I'm planning on going rewatch the originals. It's because it's that good. It's in the movie.
Anything else?
I would give it like 9 out of 10. I think it's a great movie.
Remember, it's only part 1, sir.
Yeah, I didn't know that ahead of time. But
Isn't that cool? I knew. But yeah,
I'm
good.
definitely going to have to see the next one.
Alrighty. And then now we're back to me. And yeah, freaking Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Just a little bit more for the review, just the thoughts on Mission Impossible 7, Part 1. Again, it's just adrenaline, action, start to finish. The opening, again, was really good, and you just look for the dun-dun-dun-dun-dun type stuff there. I like the whole idea with the key and everything. It was really cool, and it made sense with this again. I feel like kind of like how we are now and how things are. It has kind of almost that end of world biblical kind of feel to it again as well too. Good story, well written. Wow. I mean, again, my buddy and I were like almost 3 hours long, and it did not feel like it. It didn't drag. And there was a lot of good stuff in the ending. That thing kept going and going, but I wasn't like, oh, come on. How much more can they do with this train? I was actually, it was edge of your seat, as they said. We were like, oh my gosh. And I just found it fascinating how they went from one to another with that train. I was like, damn, how much more can happen? And it was great. 100% recommended. Definitely love it. Definitely a Chandler out of Friends. And wow, go see it. I tried not to do too much, any spoilers or anything, but I liked it. It was neat seeing Agent Carter there. I was like, oh wow, she's nice. Still nice. Amazing movie. Definitely something to see on the big screen. Something on IMAX. I'm glad we saw it on IMAX. It was just wow. The sound, music, the intenseness, everything of it. And just great actors again and everything. Just well done movie. Looking forward to the next one. Go see it if you can. It's perfect summer movie. Perfect movie to see in theaters. And again, just goes to show you that this movie, I'm sure, will make its money back. Unlike some of the other bigger ones there, like Disney's hurting a lot lately, because, I mean, they're losing it with The Mermaid, they're losing it a little bit with Elemental, but as much as it could have been. Stuff like that, and it just goes to show you, it's the content that's being put out. They're putting out stuff that people want to see, and they're not shoving agendas and crap. For the most part, I don't see any of these people promoting the film telling you to F off, this isn't for you, don't watch it type of stuff there, because you know how that works out. You don't tell your audience stuff like that. It's like that one turtle guy that followed on Instagram that I'm no longer following or checking out their YouTube stuff now because they got done telling their audience, trying to stoke a little divisiveness to get views and clicks. It doesn't work that way. And movies like this is how cinema should be. This is how movies should be. This is how everything should be. I wish more people would make stuff like how it used to be nowadays. They need to make films like this where, and I like how Tom Cruise does this, like with Maverick. Just, it's for you. We're trying to get this in there and not tell you to F off. So just enjoy the movie, and I really wish we'd get more movies like this. I think we're starting to see that because there's too many failures, and we need to start being more like these successes. Of course, I've always been a fan of Tom Cruise. He was one of those ones where, I don't know you for sure, but let me know in the comments, any people, viewers, had like phases or things where he was one of those phases of mine where I had to watch everything he was in type of thing. Like, say, back as a kid in the 90s, it was like Robin Williams. Saw as much as I could of Robin Williams because I always enjoyed seeing him. And of course, like later on from that, then it kind of went to, I'd say, Brendan Fraser from The Mummy, Mummy Returns. I had to see stuff like Blast from the Past, Dudley Do-Right, George of the Jungle, even Monkey Bone, because he was in it. Stuff like that. And then there was Tom Cruise. First in seeing some more of the newer stuff, like, say, I really like Minority Report and, The Last Samurai. But then, going back and seeing stuff like Rain Man, Cocktail, etc. All these other films I really enjoyed. Always liked him. The Mission Impossible films. I got more interested when he really started doing his own stunt stuff and those wacky, crazy stunts. Crazy. That's why I had to give this one a chance. I remember liking MI2. I remember hating it, but all I remember is the I Disappear song from Metallica, because it's Metallica. Loved that song as a kid over and over again. The music video was awesome. Stuff like that. And again, with Tom Cruise, never had any interest with Top Gun, although there's a buddy of ours, one of our best buds, he really liked it, but it was just never something until last year at Top Gun Maverick, and then I'm still didn't see any interest, but then when it was making so much and killing it at the box office, mostly because of just how it was a good film. There's none of that woke stuff, as they say. It was just and Tom Cruise promoting and talking about how this is for you. You want to do something that the fans of the film wanted, and they did it for this, so that's what I wanted in a film. That's why I hate how so many IPs nowadays where they're basically creating their own fan fiction or self-inserts. It's disgusting. And basically or they're purposely just ruining classic things. Indie, etc., etc. Look at everything else, like Star Wars, Star Trek, etc. Where it's you should want to do it for the people who enjoyed it and make it the best you can for, why would you want to make it crap? Or why would you want to do these really creepy self-inserts? It's this is clearly not The Little Mermaid. This is clearly not He-Man. This is clearly not, you know what I'm saying? It's weird. But to do something like that and how he was and passionate and talk how much it was for the fans and they made this for you, that's what got me to want to see it. I had to go and watch the first one. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.
I don't think it dragged at all. As I said, I didn't know the end was there until it was there.
So that's kind of... yeah, that's the good thing. I prefer movies as long as you want them. I don't mind. I can sit through... The movie could have been 5 hours. But that's why they broke it down into 2 parts. But, as long as it's... it has a...
Good pacing?
That and, there's a reason for it. You're not just... say, when they cut, certain, Harry Potter and other ones where they cut them into 2 parts. Just to stretch it out. It's if it has a reason... I'm all for it.
And I think the chapter 1 ended on a good note. It was like a book chapter. Or you know what I mean? It was designed perfectly to end there. It wasn't just let's just split this into 2. It was set up in a way that would work.
Exactly. And how in the hell do you get all that in one thing? That's